Hey everyone. So, you booked the holiday months ago, and 4 days before you leave, they pull you aside and ask you to cancel it. If your stomach just clenched, you're in the right room. This has happened to almost every clinical person I've ever coached. And today is about something that sounds small, but it isn't. What annual leave actually looks like once you cross into digital health. It's one of the very first things that quietly heals after the move, and you can't fully picture it until you've lived it. Drop a number in the chat. How many holidays have you lost, cut short, or worked straight through in the last 5 years? So for me, when I had already made the switch into digital health, when I was contracting and working across the United States, I'd take 1 or 2 months off between contracts. By design, not by accident. I wasn't unemployed, I was taking time off. I'd use that month or two to go see family, friends, or to do absolutely nothing before I dug into the next big, meaty contract. And the contracts themselves run much differently than patient care. It's always during the day, it's always weekdays, it's always holidays off. So that was the first time in my life that my calendar was actually mine. And it's lasted all the way through to right now. For years on the wards and the units I worked in, I believed that if I stopped sprinting, the whole thing would crash. It took living that rhythm to learn the truer thing. The work waits. The world keeps turning, and I can come back to it sharper every single time I take a rest. Here's the part that most people miss. The strongest predictor of clinical burnout isn't the hours, it's losing control over them. A 500 plus nurse poll this year put it perfectly. The ones leaving the bedside aren't leaving nursing, they're leaving the rota, they're leaving the schedule. Canceled leave is that loss of control in its purest form. The holiday you defend 6 months out, the mid shift call that drags you back because someone else phoned in sick. And the numbers back the feeling. This year, the BMA found that roughly 8 in 10 staff had worked while unwell, and about 3/4 report burnout. With nearly 7,500 medical posts vacant just here with the NHS, and only a third of staff saying that there are enough of them, your leave is the first thing the rota borrows against. So here's the real question: is that loss of control the job itself, or is it just this version of the job? Here's the turn. In digital health, leave stops being a permission you beg for. Therefore, it becomes a planning matter you simply announce. The work is asynchronous, measured in sprints and quarters, not minutes and hours. Your absence is a project management problem, not a clinical safety one. Nobody dies because a config ticket waits 10 days. There's no rota to reconfigure, no agency nurse to find. You come back to a laptop, not a ward that's been short 3 bodies. The roles, uh, the roles that run this way are everywhere, across every vendor. EHR, EPR analysts and configuration specialists, clinical informatics leads, implementation consultants, product owners, clinical safety officers, employed and independent. And timing matters. AI in healthcare jumped from 3% adoption to 22% in 2 years. It's tracking the EHR curve almost exactly. The clinicians who position now, before the field floods between 2027 and 2029, are the ones who command the premium roles and the calendars that come with them. The practical move starts before you ever land the role. Treat rest as a deliverable, not a reward you get to earn later. Audit the leave you've lost and put a real figure beside it. Pre-write your no apology handover. Then choose employers by how fiercely they protect your time off and ask them directly in the interview. And the AI shift is already handing time back to people inside. Ambient AI scribes cut physician burnout from about 52% to 39% in just 30 days. It's a start, right? Um, I used to spend my holidays and my time off on email, bracing for the Monday when I would get back. Now I hand over a clean note, close my laptop, and the deliverables still get delivered. Um, You may have some questions. Isn't this trading one busy job for another, frying pan into the fire? No. Hours can be full of digital health, but they're yours to plan. Control is the whole difference. And if you think you're not technical enough, these roles want clinical judgment first. The technical tools are learnable, and the AI is lowering the technical bar every quarter, hell, every week these days. Isn't it too late already? No, adoption is still early and it's accelerating. The window is open now, which is exactly why now is the right time to position. One day you'll book a holiday, you'll book your vacation, hand over a nice clean note, and step onto a plane without your phone buzzing. And you'll realize that the ward or the unit you worked with kept turning the whole time. The system doesn't collapse when you rest, it adjusts. The only thing that breaks is the belief that you were never allowed to stop. When you're ready to talk, rodgamble.com is where to find me. Next week, we shift pillars. Thanks for being here. I'll see you then. Bye for now.